All right, as we are rapidly racing towards the beginning of NFL free agency, a couple of surprise cuts coming in at the last second as we've just passed the franchise tag deadline. So we're going to have a pretty good idea of what this market's going to look like. And it was going to be a rich environment, but a lot of tags get handed out. But in a bit of a shocker, Bills safety Jordan Poyer, the former All-Pro, is being cut by the team. It's going to save the Bills about $5.7 million. But Poyer's still an impactful player. He was an All-Pro and a Pro Bowler 2 of the last 3 seasons. Great impact leader on a defense that's been, maligned a little bit, has let them down sometimes, but he's probably the best player on this defense. Now, he is 32 years old. He's getting up there, but played all 16 games last year, had 100 tackles, forced a fumble, had a sack. Still an impactful guy. So he's probably towards the top end of the free agent market after we finish this tags, because honestly, we lost a lot of talent to the franchise tag. It's kind of crazy how many big-time guys got tagged. I mean, Justin Madubuike, Brian Burns, Jalen Johnson, T. Higgins, Michael Pittman, Josh Allen, L'Jarius Sneed, Antoine Winfield Jr., all in my top 15 of guys. They all got the franchise tag. Winfield Jr., a big loser. He was going to be the top safety on the market. Now you're looking at a guy like Poyer who could be going in there, maybe take a team-friendly deal to sign on with them. But man, the pass rusher market now was decimated by this. You still have Chris Jones out there, but he's looking to get that deal done in Kansas City. L'Jarius Sneed probably on the move. The Chiefs tagged him, but they're wanting to trade him, and the new team can work out a contract with him. But there's been a lot of talk on what are we going to do with the guys who are out there. Baker Mayfield out there, Kirk Cousins, you got some good quarterbacks. Now Russell Wilson officially cut by the Broncos, so you have 3 decent quarterbacks available. That's going to help. Danielle Hunter now moves towards the top of your pass rushers, especially if Chris Jones doesn't really hit the market and just re-signs with Kansas City. We lost Mike Evans, T. Higgins, and Michael Pittman, both tagged, so no wide receivers, at least top wide receivers left. We're looking at who? Maybe Calvin Ridley as your top available free agent wide receiver. Just absolutely decimated for a class that I was super hyped about. I was super pumped to see. So now we're going to see teams finagle and move, and they got more money than ever now. We saw the massive increase in the salary cap this year, went up over $50 million. We're going to start seeing massive overpays for marginalized guys. Now, some guys who were some winners, the running backs. I think the running backs won here. None of them got tagged after getting tagged last year. We're talking Saquon Barkley, Josh Jacobs, and Tony Pollard. Now, Pollard had a really down year, but Jacobs and Barkley were very solid this past season. They're probably going to get a really nice deal, a couple of years, decent money. It's a short-term investment. Running backs are just not going to get the long-term commitment from teams anymore. Don't forget Derrick Henry, almost forgot the king here, also a free agent. But teams might be willing to spend overpay for a 2 or 3 year deal. We're seeing running back contracts get completely marginalized. It's just so much easier to find a younger, faster running back in the draft. I mean, if you look at the Vikings, they re-signed Alexander Madison last season to be that starting running back, and it was kind of a bust, so they cut him this year. But when you don't have those long-term commitments with running backs, those are easier pills to swallow. So I'm thinking Saquon gets like a 2 or 3 year deal, but he gets, 10 to 12, maybe 15 per. Somebody will pay that money. Like I said, there's so much money out there. Look at a team like the Washington Commanders. They have more money than anybody. They're resetting, they're rebuilding. They have a rotational backfield, but man, you bring in a guy like Saquon Barkley, you draft a quarterback with the 2nd overall pick, that could really help some things out. You buy a brand new offensive line. So I think the running backs are really going to reap the rewards of this. Also, the few pass rushers that are left. Like I said, this was a super deep pass rusher free agent class. A lot of those elite guys got scooped up. So the few guys who are still remaining available, guys like Christian Wilkins, Danielle Hunter, interior and exterior defensive linemen who can get after quarterbacks, who can wreak havoc, are going to get paid. That's a premier position in the NFL. Those are big time guys. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Who are you most excited for? Who's left? Who do you think is going to get signed? Are you ready for free agency? And we are 50 days away from the NFL draft. We're going to start diving full on in to NFL draft coverage. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you haven't already, drop a quick like on this video, subscribe to the channel. We got new sports content every single day. If you want to support the channel more, click that join button, sign up for a channel membership, get access to exclusive videos. We're building up that content library, early access to videos, perks, badges, emojis, things you use in the live streams throughout the year. Help support me, allows me to keep making this great content for you guys every single day. Again, like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.